dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. A shocking day at the SEC tournament in Nashville. The number 1 and 2 seeds, Tennessee and Kentucky, fall in the quarterfinals. The number 3 seed, Alabama, is losing by double digits right now. The Cats lost to Texas A&M for the second time this season. WYMT's Nate Johnson has more in our Big Blue coverage. Nate.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah, tough night for Kentucky. The Cats seem to never quite find their footing, especially on defense. When they made a run, A&M would answer just about every time. Now, with that said, Wade Taylor, the fourth, he could not miss. He was on fire all night, going for 32 points. Rob Dillingham was again a bright spot for UK, going for 27 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. But once again, the Cats fall in the SEC tournament despite grabbing that double bye. And you know what? We'll have more on that tonight in Kentucky's game from Nashville. We'll have Armando Berry with us and a look at our NAIA schools, a recap of the girls' Sweet 16, and more on our Don Franklin Athlete of the Week, all coming up on ARH Sports Overtime. So stick around. We'll see you then. Steve, back to you.
All right, Nate, thank you very much. Certainly a lot of unhappy UK fans tonight on social media for sure. Well, this year marks the first time Kentucky has online sports betting during March Madness. And here in the Bluegrass, of course, basketball is king. So folks at gaming halls are excited about the business March Madness can bring in. Folks at the Red Mile in Lexington told us earlier today they were betting this Kentucky team would make a deep run in the SEC and NCAA tournaments. Well, let's hope the outcome is better in the big dance. Governor Andy Beshear declared a state of emergency after tornadoes hit parts of Kentucky and several other states. One of the areas hardest hit was Trimble County. An EF2 caused extensive damage there. People in the city of Milton were cleaning up today. Winds exceeding 110 miles per hour, splintered trees and damaged homes. The tornado came from the Indiana side of the Ohio River. No deaths were reported in Kentucky, but at least 3 people died in Ohio. Governor Beshear plans to tour some of the damage tomorrow. Kentucky State Police continue to investigate a crash involving a Perry County school bus and a motorcycle yesterday. The motorcycle rider was flown to a hospital. Trooper Matt Gayhart says with warmer weather, more people will be on the road riding motorcycles. He says they can be safer by wearing a helmet and clothing that can help them be more visible for drivers.
We encourage motorcyclists to practice defensive driving, try to anticipate vehicles, pull out in front of you, watch your speed. Oftentimes it's hard to stop on a motorcycle when we're going too fast. So keep that speed in check and just be vigilant for people that may not see you. You may not be visible to them.
Gayhart says all drivers need to stay aware of their surroundings and eliminate distractions. Kentucky voters will get to decide if taxpayer money should be used to support private or charter schools. A proposed school choice constitutional amendment won final passage in the Senate today. The constitutional amendment was created after court rulings that said tax dollars must be spent on the state's public schools and cannot be diverted to private ones. A bill to defund diversity, equity, and inclusion in higher education is moving forward in Frankfort. The House voted to pass Senate Bill 6. It would stop funding DEI offices at Kentucky universities and colleges. The House did make some amendment changes, so now it heads back to the Senate for a vote. The governor has said he is against that bill. The Senate approved House Bill 5, known as the Safer Kentucky Act. The bill is aiming to address a number of criminal justice related issues. Changes were made to that bill as well, so it goes back to the House for a second approval. If it passes in the House, then it would go to the governor. A special prosecutor in former President Donald Trump's election interference case in Georgia has resigned. Nathan Wade had been romantically involved with Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis, and the judge overseeing the case ruled one of them had to go. Former President Trump hailed the move on Truth Social, calling Wade a disgrace. In another criminal case facing Trump, a New York judge issued a 30-day delay in the trial involving alleged falsified records and payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Trump is charged in 4 criminal cases as he tries to unseat President Biden in November.
We are tracking a few light showers as we close out your Friday. Up on the radar, most of the action is south of the Howard Rogers Parkway, zooming into Harlan County, pushing into Bell County, also in Knox County, also for places in southern Clay County, pushing into portions of Knott and Leslie counties as well. So we are watching out for a few sprinkles, but most of us are drying out as we go into tonight, as some drier and cooler air is on the way. Low temperatures are chilly as you wake up in the morning in the lower 40s. Let's go through future view, and some nice weather is on tap for this weekend. Check this out. By the afternoon tomorrow, we see some more sunshine. Those temperatures also mild. We top out in the middle to possibly upper 60s in some areas tomorrow. And that calm weather also sticks around into tomorrow evening as well. So your forecast on Saturday, not too bad. We stay dry under some sunshine, highs back in the middle to upper 60s, and that nice weather also sticks around as we go into your Sunday. Not as mild on Sunday, but still close to average. We top out in the middle to upper 50s under some sunshine as well, and that cool weather is going to continue as we go into late Sunday, also early Monday. Check out these lows as you wake up on Monday morning, upper 20s to lower 30s, and that is the big story for early next week. A cool down is on the way by Monday. Highs should be in the upper 50s. We top out in the lower 40s, and lows by Monday night in the middle 20s. So a first alert, we are not done with the cold weather just yet. And here is a look at your 7-day forecast for the weekend is always in view. Not too bad this weekend. We are dry, also mild, middle 60s tomorrow, upper 50s for St. Patrick's Day on Sunday. We are watching out for a weak weather system on Monday, possibly a little bit of wintry mix. No big issues though. The bigger story, we are cold, highs in the lower 40s, lows in the middle 20s, back in the 60s though by Thursday and Friday of next week, as a few more showers are possible by this time next week as well. Steve?
All right, Cameron, thank you. The Pike County Detention Center just hosted a regional canine training, bringing agencies from all around to the table. The company Canine Working Dogs International brought its services to Pikeville for a 2-week training, helping handlers and their partners focus on detecting, deterring, and defending. The program invited agencies from 4 states to work on obedience training, drug detection, defensive tactics, and more.
It makes a really good opportunity for guys to come together from different parts of the country, and they learn everything they need to know to be, successful, proficient canine handlers.
Chief Deputy Jason Field says the program and what it provides cannot be understated, and he's proud to work with so many police pups to help agencies with their missions. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. The ARH Sports Overtime is up next. Have a great St. Patrick's Day weekend.